Psychology says, the longer you hide your feelings for someone, the harder you fall for that individual. Having many sex partners has an adverse effect on the likelihood marriage, but only in the short term. Listening to music at high volumes makes a person calmer, happier, and more relaxed. The older you get, the more you figure out who your real friends are. It's not always about who has known you the longest, it's about who makes you feel seen, heard, understood, appreciated, supported, and loved. Sometimes trusting a friend is the hardest thing to do. Even the closest friends can become your enemies. People who laugh more are able to tolerate pain better, both physically and mentally. Expectant father sometimes experience a sympathetic pregnancy, exhibiting symptoms that parallel their pregnant spouse's physical changes like weight gain or nausea. Rivers never go reverse. So try to live like a river. Forget your past and focus on your future. Always be positive. Missing someone causes insomnia. The frustration of being without that person keeps you awake at night. A wise man once said, "A fish with its mouth closed never gets caught." Your boyfriend may enjoy watching that attractive actress on the big screen, but it's your hand he's holding in the movie theater. You can't change how people feel about you, so don't try. Just live your life and be happy. Apologizing doesn't always mean you're wrong and the other person is right. It means you value your relationship more than your ego. The average person will only remember about 18% of information just 28 days after studying it. Coffee can make your audience more receptive to your message, only if your arguments are genuine and well-reasoned. Ignoring red flags because you want to see the good in people will cost you later. The good friend isn't necessarily the one who immediately understands. It's the one who cares enough to keep trying to understand. Singing can help relieve stress, improve mental health and mood, increase pain threshold, and enhance memory in people with dementia. When people in love stare into each other's eyes, their heartbeats sync together. People are more honest when physically tired. This is why most people confess things during late-night conversations. When humans feel like they don't have enough resources, like love, money, time, and food, they are less likely to make wise decisions. Apologizing is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you're willing to grow from mistakes. It's a sign that you're more interested in repairing the relationship, instead of maintaining your own ego. 66% of surveyed single men and women say the reason for them being single is they have yet to find their soulmate. Consistency is harder when no one is clapping for you. You must clap for yourself during those times. You should always be your biggest fan. People who spend more time in the sun are likely to be happier, and happy people are more likely to fall in love because their happiness is infectious. Someone who becomes angry easily over silly things often subconsciously desires to be loved. Butterflies in your stomach are caused by a reduction of blood flow to the stomach due to a fight or flight response. Boredom causes the mind to overthink. People tend to be happier when they are kept busy. The more loyal you are, the more disappointment you encounter and experience. Telling a woman to relax when she's obviously upset will only annoy and cause her to become angrier. Psychology says, when you kiss someone, their DNA will stay in your mouth for at least an hour afterwards. Don't let your ears hear what your eyes didn't see, and don't let your mouth say what your heart doesn't feel. People with creative minds tend to have a harder time falling asleep at night. They prefer to stay up later. We automatically lift up our arms and chin slightly when success has been achieved, even the blind. A strong friendship doesn't need daily conversation, doesn't always need togetherness. As long as the relationship lives in the heart, true friends will never part. People buy items that fit in with a social group because they're scared of being judged, but in an unusual color or pattern to prove uniqueness. Psychology says, when your mood randomly goes from happy to sad, it's often an indication that you're missing someone. When a girl talks to you about her problems, that doesn't mean she's complaining. It just means she really trusts you. When a girl says what? It's not because she didn't hear you, she is just giving you a chance to change what you said. Intelligent people tend to care less about the opinions of others. They also enjoy being alone because of great sense of self. Textrovert, a person who is expressive and funny in texts, but shy when you meet in person. Psychology says, you're not afraid to love, you're afraid of not being loved back. A study found, if both the couples are career-oriented, for them small fights do not matter much. They focus on increasing luxuries. Staying quiet doesn't mean you have nothing to say. It means you don't think they're ready to hear your thoughts. It may seem like arguing with your partner may signal the end of a relationship, but it actually often helps couples bond better. The cells in your body react to everything that your mind says. Negativity brings down your immune system. Having someone you can tell every detail of your day to without feeling like you are being clingy and boring is such a great feeling. Due to increased brain activity, people with higher intelligence tend to have a harder time falling asleep at night. 70% of people aged between 16 to 24 years had their first kiss by age 15. Overthinking puts you to a higher risk for a psychotic, mental breakdown. Some people could be given an entire field of roses and only see the thorns in it. Others could be given a single weed and only see the wildflower in it. Perception is a key component to gratitude, and gratitude a key component to joy. When someone loses their love for you, they will first change their attitude and change their tone. Bananas contain a natural chemical that can make a person happy. The same chemical found in Prozac. According to some psychologists, human beings are not capable of being just friends with members of the opposite sex. Holding the hand of someone you love is proven to relieve stress and reduce pain. Always end the night with a positive thought. No matter how hard the day may have been, there is always a reason to be grateful. Let tomorrow be a fresh start. Faking a smile has the ability to actually increase and boost your mood.